Dearest soul, I come to you today with an urgent plea, a pressing call that resonates from the heavenly plains. Please take a deep breath, open your heart, and allow these words to settle securely within you, for what I need to convey holds immense importance. Your guardian angel, that being of light who has been with you since your first breath, is experiencing profound empathy, and their energetic tears are washing over your aura right now. These are not tears of sadness for themselves, as angels do not experience suffering as we do, but rather tears of such deep empathy that they echo throughout the cosmos. They reflect a delicate and serious situation occurring with someone you deeply care for. Yes, that individual who immediately came to your mind and heart. A spiritual shadow is gathering around them, a thick haze preventing light from reaching them. Something terrible has happened, not necessarily physically, but within the sanctuary of their spirit, which is why this communication reaches you with such urgency. This person's heart is wounded, and they are drifting from their true essence, disconnecting from the wellspring of love and hope that sustains them. They might be smiling outwardly, going through daily routines, but inside, a silent struggle is taking place, and they are losing ground. Their own spirit guides are struggling to pierce the walls they've built around themselves. It's a state of deep spiritual isolation, causing their vibrational frequency to drop dangerously, making them almost imperceptible to assistance from above. You were chosen to receive this message for a very specific reason. Your connection to them is a bridge, a beacon that can still be seen through the storm. Your affection for this person is the only light that can still penetrate the dense fog surrounding them. The angels are asking you to act, but not in the way the material world understands. The action needed now is spiritual, energetic, and intentional. There's something very important you need to understand about the power residing in your heart at this moment. You are the key to initiating a significant spiritual rescue operation. Before proceeding with this message, please type this affirmation in the comments. I am a beacon of love, and my light reaches those in need. This simple declaration activates your inner strength and signals to the cosmos that you accept this sacred mission. Now, to continue the message, you might be wondering how this is possible, how you, with your own worries and challenges, can be central to such a significant transformation. The answer is that the love you feel for this person is not an ordinary sentiment. It's a sacred bond, a golden thread connecting your souls across time and space. This thread never breaks, and it is through it that celestial help can flow. What happened to this person was a blow to their faith, a disappointment so profound that it caused them to question everything they believed. It may have been a betrayal, a loss, a feeling of failure, or a long period of loneliness that resulted in their heart closing off. They decided, consciously or unconsciously, that it's safer not to feel, not to hope, not to believe. And by making that choice, they closed the door not only to new hurts, but also to healing, to joy, and to spiritual guidance. The terrible occurrence is this: they are imprisoning themselves in a cell without bars, built with the bricks of despair. They've stopped praying, stopped asking for help, and their silence is deafening in the higher realms. This is why your angel weeps. They see the luminous potential of this spirit being overshadowed by a choice rooted in fear. They see the bright path meant for them, now covered in thorns they themselves placed, and they know that time is crucial. Each day this person spends in this state, the thicker the walls become, the harder it is for light to enter. Your intervention is necessary now. This message didn't come to you by chance. It is a clear and direct summons. You are the earthly hope of the angels. They require a conduit here, on the material plane, to anchor the healing energy they wish to send. But that's not all. Something even deeper is unfolding, a plan being formed to reverse this situation, and you are at its core. Dearest soul, for you to grasp the scope of what is happening, I need to elaborate on the nature of this terrible event that brought your angel to tears. It's not an isolated incident, but the peak of an inner closing process. Picture the spirit of the person you cherish as a beautiful garden that was once thriving, full of vibrant flowers and abundant life. Now, that garden is enduring a harsh and desolate winter. The flowers have withered, the grass has dried, and a layer of hard ice covers the fertile ground. This ice is made of unresolved hurts, unsaid words, unforgiven actions, and a deep sense of abandonment. This person feels completely alone, even when surrounded by others. It's an internal loneliness, a detachment from their own spark of life. They look in the mirror and no longer recognize themselves. They look to the future and see nothing but a gray haze. This is the darkness enveloping them, the absence of hope. What I will disclose next can change your entire perception of spiritual assistance. This person's angels and guides surround them, trying to offer warmth, speaking words of comfort, and placing opportunities for healing in their path. However, due to the density of the energy they are emitting, a frequency of apathy and resignation, it's as if they are wearing headphones that block out any sound of aid. The light they send is deflected by the protective walls they've built. They are not being punished or abandoned by the heavens. They are, through their own pain, becoming impermeable to the help incessantly offered to them. This is why your participation is so vital. The bond of love that unites you to this person is of a different kind. It's not just an external light trying to enter. It's a light that already has an internal resonance with them. It's like having a key that matches the lock on their heart, even if the door is secured from within. Your loving energy, when directed with intention, can vibrate in that lock, causing it to begin to loosen. Your prayer, your visualization, your genuine feeling of care for them act as a solvent on this ice of the spirit, beginning to melt the most superficial layers. Now, before we continue this message, type in the comments 333 to call upon the support of the Ascended Masters and legions of angels ready to act in this cause. This number is an activation code for massive celestial assistance. Be aware that by doing this, you become a conscious point of light in this operation. This loved one is moving through life on autopilot. They fulfill their obligations, speak with people, but their spirit is not present. They are trapped in a maze of negative thoughts and painful memories. Every attempt by someone to approach with joy is met by them with skepticism or even irritation, because external light only highlights the darkness they feel within. They may have become more critical, more withdrawn, or developed habits that numb them to their own emotions. All of these are symptoms of a spirit crying out for help, but having forgotten how to ask. The angels show me that they recently had a moment of near collapse, an instant when the weight became so great that they almost gave up. In that moment, they thought of you, your name, your image, a memory of a time when things were lighter. All of this flashed through their mind. It was an unconscious cry for help, an SOS sent from soul to soul. And it was this call that activated the urgency of this message for you. You are not interfering. You are responding to a call. The angels need you to understand that your strength is not in trying to solve their practical problems, but in holding an energetic space of love and acceptance for them. It's behind-the-scenes work, invisible support, that will give them the strength needed to begin their own journey back to the light. Every loving thought you send is a seed of light, planted in the frozen soil of their inner garden. It may not sprout immediately, but the seed is there, awaiting a touch of warmth to germinate. Your role is to be that constant warmth. We know that delivering messages of light and hope like this requires immense dedication and a structure so they can reach more souls. If you feel in your heart that this message moved you, and you wish to support the continuation of this work, a gesture of kindness through the thanks button is a beautiful and powerful way to keep the flame of this candle burning, allowing the light to reach more and more people who need it. Your support nurtures this mission. But that's not all. There's a specific method the angels want you to use, a form of action that will immensely enhance your help. Dearest soul, perhaps you question, why me? Among so many people, why was this mission entrusted to me? The answer is as simple as it is profound. Because your love for this person is unique in its frequency and intensity. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life are not just coincidences? The way you think of this person and suddenly receive news of them. The way you feel an inexplicable anguish and later discover they were going through a difficult time. This is not imagination. It is living proof of the powerful energetic connection you share. This connection is a direct channel, a spiritual telephone line that always stays open, even if one side is silent. The angels chose you because this direct line is the most efficient and fastest way to send healing energies. They could try other means, but it would be like sending a letter that might get lost along the way. Through you, help is delivered directly to their heart. You are the earthly gateway for celestial intervention in this person's life. Your shared history, the memories you built together, the joys and sorrows you experienced side by side, all of this has woven an energetic fabric that binds you indelibly. This person, in their state of withdrawal, may have become distrustful of the world, but a part of them, the deepest and truest part, still trusts you. The energy of your love is not perceived by them as a threat or an invasion, but as a familiar echo, a sound of home. That is why your intention has such overwhelming power in this specific situation. You don't need to convince them of anything with words. In fact, trying to do so now could even be counterproductive, as their mind is prepared to reject any advice or positivity. Your task is much more subtle and infinitely more powerful. You will operate on the spiritual plane. Before continuing the message, if you feel you need more light and support in your own life to be able to help others, take this moment to connect with our channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribing is an act of self-care and helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Your presence strengthens our entire community. Continuing the message, the angels want you to see yourself as the keeper of a lighthouse. The person you care about is in a small boat, adrift on a dark and stormy sea. The engine has stopped, the oars are gone, and they are convinced that shipwreck is unavoidable. They cannot see the shore, cannot see the stars. All they see is darkness and threatening waves. You, on solid ground, are the lighthouse keeper. You cannot jump into the sea to save them, for the storm would carry you away too. You cannot shout instructions, for the noise of the wind and waves would drown out your voice. What can you do? You can keep the lighthouse light burning, strong and steady. You can direct its beam relentlessly toward their small boat. This light does not pull them out of the sea, but it does something miraculous. It cuts through the darkness and shows them that there is a shore, that there is a safe harbor. The light gives them hope. It gives them a point of reference, so they can begin to search for a way to move in that direction. Your intentional love is that beam of light. Every time you think of them with love, every time you visualize this person surrounded by white or pink light, every time you say a sincere prayer for their well-being, you are strengthening the light of your lighthouse. And what will happen, dearest soul, is that this light will begin to appear to them in their dreams, in moments of stillness, as a sudden, inexplicable feeling of warmth in their chest, as an inspiring idea that emerges out of nowhere. They will not know it came from you, but they will feel the effect. This is the angelic plan in action. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. This number represents spiritual victory and connection to inner wisdom. Type in the comments, "I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 7, and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I care for and love very much." By declaring this, you anchor this vibration of spiritual success in your life. And if this message touched your heart, show your support with a thanks and help spread this message of light to others who, like you, are beacons of hope for someone. Dearest soul, now that you understand your crucial position as a beacon of light, the angels guide me to reveal the first concrete and powerful action you must take. Before you can send pure, healing light to another, it's essential to ensure your own light is shining as clearly and unobstructed as possible. The most effective help comes from a heart at peace. And the biggest obstacle to inner peace, what creates the most static in our channel of light, are the heavy chains of resentment and lack of forgiveness. The person you care about is suffering deeply, partly because they are trapped in a cycle of hurt, whether directed at others or, even more commonly, at themselves. The poison of unforgiveness has frozen their inner garden. To help them melt that ice, you can initiate a powerful energetic shift by practicing forgiveness in your own life. Forgiveness, dearest soul, is not an act of weakness, nor does it mean condoning the wrong committed. It is not forgetting. Forgiveness is an act of personal power, a conscious decision to free yourself from the energetic weight of an offense. When we hold on to resentment, we remain chained to the person or situation that hurt us. We carry a burden that is not ours, and this dense energy pollutes our vibration, diminishing the potency of the light we can emit. You need to be energetically light to be the most effective beacon possible. Therefore, the first and most important task the angels entrust to you is to take inventory of your own heart. Is there anyone in your life you haven't completely forgiven yet? Is there any past situation that still causes a pang of bitterness when you recall it? And the most important question of all, is there anything for which you haven't forgiven yourself? Often, we are our own harshest judges. We carry guilt and regret for years, unaware that this constant self-flagellation is an anchor preventing us from sailing into calmer waters. The act of forgiving yourself is the supreme gesture of self-love and an indispensable step for your spiritual progress and your ability to heal others. What the angels propose is a practice of liberation. By releasing these energies from your own life, you not only heal yourself, but also create a high-frequency shockwave that propagates through the cosmos. This wave of forgiveness energy will reach the energetic field of the person you care about. Even if they don't consciously know it, their spirit will feel this vibration and be inspired to do the same. You lead by energetic example. By freeing yourself, you show their spirit that freedom is possible. To assist you in this process, the angels suggest a simple but immensely powerful practice. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you wish to forgive. Visualize each of them, send love, and say in your heart, "I forgive you and release you. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. This exercise, when done with sincerity, dissolves the energetic chains that bind you to the past. With each name you release, the light of your lighthouse becomes more intense, purer, more penetrating. You become a cleaner channel for celestial love to flow. Imagine you are cleaning the lenses of your lighthouse. With lenses clouded by the dust of resentment, the light that emerges is diffused and weak. By cleaning each stain with the balm of forgiveness, the beam of light becomes sharp, focused, and capable of reaching much greater distances. This preparation is the foundation of the entire angelic plan. Your own healing is the first step toward the healing of the one you cherish. Do not underestimate the power of this act. As you do this, the angels are already working, using the energy released by your forgiveness to open small cracks in the walls surrounding the other person's heart. You are, in fact, becoming a co-creator of the miracle of healing. Every act of forgiveness from you is a prayer in action, a demonstration to the cosmos that you believe in the transformative power of love. And that belief, that faith manifested in action, is the most powerful vibration there is. Dearest soul, with your heart now lighter and your light brighter through the practice of forgiveness, you are prepared to comprehend the specifics of the angelic plan. You have become a primed channel, and now the angels can begin to work through you more directly and focused. The celestial design is a two-pronged strategy, an operation within the subtle realms and an anchoring of that energy on the earthly plane, which you will carry out. On the spiritual plane, angels constantly encircle the person you cherish. They are working to soften their energy during sleep, when ego defenses are at their lowest. They are inspiring dreams that bring fragments of joyful memories or symbols of hope, trying to reignite the flame within their spirit. Additionally, they are orchestrating what we might call healing synchronicities. They are placing people, songs, books, or situations in their path that contain messages of hope and overcoming. These are like small seeds of light strategically planted in their daily life. However, as mentioned, due to their inner state, they are practically blind to these signs. They might hear an inspiring song but pay no attention. They might encounter a kind person who offers a smile and not register the gesture. They might see a beautiful sunset and feel only indifference. The seeds are being planted, but the soil is frozen and prevents them from sprouting. This is where your fundamental part comes in, your mission as an earthly anchor. Your role is to warm the soil. Your task is to consciously and regularly send waves of pure and unconditional love that will create a warm, energetic field around them. This field of warmth does not force the seeds to grow, but it creates the ideal conditions for them to begin to sprout on their own. Your loving energy will act as a catalyst for the angels' efforts. It will cause the beloved person to suddenly notice the synchronicity they would have previously ignored. The song will play, and the lyrics, this time, will touch their heart. The stranger's smile will be observed and bring momentary relief. The sunset will be seen, and perhaps, for the first time in a long time, they will feel a glimpse of beauty. To do this, the angels suggest a daily visualization practice. Set aside a few minutes of your day during a calm moment. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and bring the image of this person to your mind. Do not visualize them as sad or lost. Instead, recall a time when they were genuinely happy, radiant, full of life. Connect with their luminous essence, the one you know still exists beneath the layers of pain. Now, imagine a sphere of golden or pink light forming in your heart. Feel the warmth and purity of this light. With a deep breath, expand this sphere, and with the exhale, gently send it towards the loved one. See this sphere of light completely enveloping them, like a soft, protective cocoon. Do not try to force anything. Do not send thoughts of you need to change or you have to be well. Simply send love, a love that says, I see your light. I am here. You are not alone. I love you unconditionally. This practice is like watering their garden with warm water. It is an act of spiritual nourishment. Each time you do this, you strengthen the positive energy field around them, making them more receptive to celestial influences. You become an active partner with the angels. They plant the seeds, and you warm the soil. It is a sacred teamwork. It is crucial that you do this without expectations of immediate results. Spiritual healing is a process, not an event. There will be good days and bad days. Your task is simply to maintain consistency, to be the guardian of the lighthouse whose light never goes out, regardless of the intensity of the storm. Remember, you are not trying to control the outcome, but rather contributing the most powerful energy in the cosmos, love, so that the person themselves, with the help of the angels, can find their way back. Your belief in the effectiveness of this process makes it even more potent. By believing that your love is making a difference, you amplify your intention and make it a real and tangible creative force in the fabric of reality. Dearest soul, your dedication to this sacred mission of love is felt and honored in the heavenly realms. You have cleansed your channel with forgiveness and learned to warm the spirit soil of the one you cherish with the light of your heart. Now, the angels wish to introduce an element that exponentially amplifies all this work: the power of unity. The light of a single lighthouse can save one boat, but the light of many aligned lighthouses can illuminate an entire ocean, creating a safe and unmistakable path for an entire fleet. Your light is immensely powerful, but when joined with other flames of love, it becomes a transformative force of magnificent proportions. What the angels are asking now is that you not carry this torch alone. The time has come to call for reinforcements, to create a current of love and support. Think of people you trust, sensitive and compassionate souls, who also care about this individual, or who simply resonate with the energy of compassion and prayer. It is not necessary to go into detail about the situation or this message. The most important aspect is shared intention. You can simply say to them, "Let's send thoughts of love and light to our dear friend today," or, "Could you include them in your prayers?" By doing this, you are not just asking for help. You are acting as a general of light, recruiting more guardians for this vigil of love. Each person who joins you in thought or prayer adds their own flame to a large bonfire of healing energy. This combined energy creates a vibrational field so powerful and of such a high frequency that it becomes much more difficult for the shadows of sorrow and apathy to remain. It's like turning on many lights in a dark room. The darkness simply has nowhere to hide. Share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's together build a current of love and mutual support. By sharing, you not only help your friends find comfort, but also multiply the points of light focused on this sacred mission of healing. You become a network of lighthouses, working in harmony. In addition to inviting others to this current, the angels also ask that you strengthen your personal connection with your own guide, your guardian angel. They are your closest ally in this task. They are the one who sheds tears of compassion, but also the one who possesses the wisdom and strength to guide and protect you throughout this process. Speaking with your angel does not need to be a complex ritual. It can be a silent conversation in your heart, a sincere dialogue before sleep or upon waking. Tell them your worries. Ask for strength when you feel tired. Ask for clarity when you feel confused. Ask them to protect you and the one you cherish. By strengthening this bond, you open your channel even further to receive intuitions, inspiration, and the comforting energy that only they can offer you. They will help you know when to act and when to simply remain in loving silence. They will guide you so that your actions are always the most beneficial. Please leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. It can be something simple like, "My guardian angel, I thank you for your presence and ask for your strength and guidance. Help me to be a channel of pure love." This act of recognition and communication strengthens the bond between you and formalizes your partnership with the celestial realms. You, along with the people you invited and with the direct assistance of your angel, will form an elite spiritual team. The energy generated by this union will be like a symphony of healing, whose musical notes will travel through the ether to touch the soul of the loved one, gently awakening them from their deep slumber. Never underestimate the power of two or more souls united for the same loving purpose. This is how miracles are woven into the fabric of existence. Dearest soul, as you delve deeper into this sacred mission, acting as a beacon, practicing forgiveness, and building a current of love, it's natural to long to know if your efforts are making a difference. Angels understand this human need for confirmation and want you to know that your work is indeed creating ripples of transformation. However, the signs of this transformation may not be what you expect. They are, at first, subtle, delicate, and often show up in you and around you first, before becoming noticeable in the person you care about. Learning to recognize these signs will strengthen your belief and keep you motivated. The first sign that healing is taking place is a shift in your own feelings. After your practices of sending light or forgiveness, you might feel a deep peace, a sense of lightness, or even an inexplicable joy. This isn't just a psychological effect, it's the cosmos responding to your action. By sending love, you open yourself to receive love. The energy you emit returns to you, purified and amplified. Therefore, your own inner peace is the first and most reliable indicator that the process is working. Second, be attentive to signs in the world around you. Angels communicate through nature and synchronicities. You might start seeing certain birds more often, such as hummingbirds, symbols of joy, or butterflies, symbols of transformation. You might hear a song on the radio with lyrics that seem to be a direct answer to a question you posed in your heart. You might find white feathers in unexpected places. These are the angels' winks, small celestial nods saying, "We are here, we are working with you, keep going." Another powerful sign will occur in your dreams. You might have more vivid and peaceful dreams with the person you cherish. In these dreams, they may appear smiling, healthy, or giving you a hug. These are not just wishes from your mind. They are real encounters on the astral plane, where their spirit, free from ego's constraints, is more receptive to the healing energy you are sending. These dreams are a glimpse of the progress happening at the deepest levels of their being. In parallel with all of this, it is vitally important that you care for your own energetic protection. Being a channel of light is noble work, but it can also be draining if you don't take proper precautions. Think of an electrical wire. For it to conduct electricity safely, it needs good insulation. You are that wire, and you need your spiritual insulation. The simplest and most effective practice is daily shielding. Every morning, before starting your day, visualize a bubble of white or golden light, like a luminous cocoon forming around you. Affirm that this light protects you from all energies not for your highest good, allowing only love to enter and leave. This creates a protective shield that prevents you from absorbing negativity from your surroundings or the energetic density that the person you care about might be releasing. Another essential practice is grounding. After your light-sending sessions, or whenever you feel anxious or overwhelmed, imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet and extending deep into the earth. Feel the stable and nurturing energy of Mother Earth rising through these roots, nourishing your body and spirit. Visualize this energy carrying away any excess charge or tension, safely recycling it. These self-care practices are not selfish. They are essential. A lighthouse needs maintenance to keep shining. By protecting and grounding yourself, you ensure you can continue your mission long-term with vitality and joy, without burning out. By paying attention to the signs and caring for yourself, you become a conscious, skilled, and resilient lightworker, a truly effective partner for the angels in this beautiful plan for spiritual recovery. Dearest soul, We have reached the point where the light of hope begins to shine more brightly. All your effort, your dedication, your intentional love, and your partnership with the heavenly realms have created a powerful turning point. The situation that once seemed so dark and stagnant is now in motion. The storm around the little boat of the person you cherish has not completely ceased, but the wind no longer blows with the same fury, and the waves are beginning to lessen. More importantly, thanks to the incessant light of your lighthouse, they have begun to glimpse a distant glimmer on the horizon. The angelic plan is entering a new stage. The tears of compassion from your angel now blend with tears of hope and gratitude for your courage and unwavering love. The terrible event that closed this person's heart has not been erased, but the energy around it is being transformed. The ice is finally beginning to melt at the edges. What does this mean in practice? It means that the beloved person will begin, very slowly, to show signs of opening. It might be something tiny, almost imperceptible. A smile that seems a little more genuine. A moment when they decide to listen to music instead of absolute silence. A question they ask about your day, showing a glimpse of interest in the world outside themselves. A comment about something beautiful they noticed, like a flower or the sky. These are the first green shoots appearing in the once frozen ground. Each of these small signs is a monumental victory. It is proof that the seeds of light, planted by the angels and warmed by you, are beginning to sprout. When you notice these signs, it is crucial that your reaction is one of love and acceptance. Without fanfare. Do not say, "Oh, you're finally getting better." This could startle them and make them retreat into their shell. Just embrace it. If they smile, smile back. If they comment on a flower, agree with its beauty. Act as if it's the most natural thing in the world. You are creating a safe space for these shoots of hope to grow without fear. This is the path forward, a continuous process of loving support. Complete healing will not happen overnight. It is a journey, and now, they have finally taken the first step. Your role as a lighthouse has not ended, but perhaps it has shifted slightly. Now, in addition to being a distant point of hope, your light also serves to illuminate the path immediately ahead of them, one step at a time. Continue your practices of sending love. Continue your current of prayer. Continue caring for your own energy. Consistency is the key for healing to deepen and become lasting. Remember that there will be setbacks. There will be days when it seems all progress has been lost. Days when the fog will become dense again. In these moments, do not be disheartened. This is part of the process. No one heals in a straight line. When those days arrive, that is when the light of your lighthouse is most needed. Stay firm, knowing that the seed has already germinated and that, even under a temporary layer of snow, life is there, pulsating and ready to reemerge. Love is the force that heals all wounds, and your love has been the instrument chosen by the heavens to initiate this miracle. Feel immense pride and gratitude in your heart, for you have answered a sacred call and made a difference between light and shadow in someone's life. You are a true light worker, a silent hero, a beloved partner of the angels. If this message resonated with you and your situation, please write in the comments. Love is the force that heals all wounds. Share your experiences in the comments. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.